Let's see if we could do this.
Pretty sure they can walk through it.
Yes. Would everybody stand and salute the flag, please?
Lamari's here with an agenda too, so if you want, either Lamari or myself or John can walk us through the agenda.
Okay. All right. So would everybody stand? I call this meeting to order. Would everybody stand and salute the flag?
Yes. Pledge allegiance
States of America.
to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Miss Lamari, could you read a statement of adequate notice, please?
Sure. In accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided as follows. On June 24, 2025, notice was sent to the Home Tribune, Star Ledger, Tappan to Linden, Union County Local Source, and the clerk of the municipality. By state law, there is no smoking permitted in this building at any time. In addition to the items listed in this agenda, this Board of Education may discuss and act upon other items not specifically referred to herein as allowed, at the regularly scheduled monthly board meeting under the sunshine law. Roll call, please.
Ms. Carrillo. Ms. Cintron.
Present.
Ms. Dela Cruz. Ms. El Shahi. Ms. Pino.
Present.
Ms. Thomas.
Present.
Lee.
Present.
Sonstead.
Present.
Dr. Burry.
Present. Now, Lamari, could you continue?
Sure. Comments from the public. Members of the public desiring to make a public comment may come forward at this time. For those watching online, if you wish to make a comment or ask a question, please utilize the raise your hand feature on the online meeting platform. Please begin your comments by stating your name and address. Individuals are invited to speak on one topic at a time, and no individual will speak more than once until all individuals so desired have spoken once. The public is reminded that to ensure efficient and orderly operations of the meeting, members of the public will be limited to speaking on agenda items for 3 minutes.
Okay.
Craig Heller, 120 Donaldson Place. I guess I have a question about the policy for cleaning chemicals storage or whatever. I think 8902 is policy number. My question is, one, is the staff going to be trained on proper usage and which chemicals cannot be stored in the same cabinets? I'm getting a perfect example is if you mix certain chemicals, you might end up with chlorine gas. Okay. The other thing is the area that these chemicals are going to be stored in, are they going to have proper ventilation? And is that ventilation going to vent out into another area that might be harmful to the student, staff, and other people in the buildings that the chemical is stored in? And are the staff that works with these chemicals, are they going to go for training periodically for any updates, like the other staff members go to, classes and meetings and stuff? I get concerned when the cleaning chemicals get mixed together, and I just want to make sure that they're done safely, properly, and has the DEP sent any information on this, or has the board checked on any DEP information as far as storage of these chemicals? Because some of them may be a hazardous chemical, and there aren't proper storage required for these chemicals. Thank you.
Yes. So to answer your question, the answer is yes, it is. The chemicals are stored away in a steel cabinet. The only person that has access to that cabinet is the supervisor. All of the anyone who will be using materials, they are trained in things properly.
Okay. Yeah. That's great, but do they go for further training? I know when I worked for my license, I needed to go and maintain my license by attending seminars and get certain numbers of credits to maintain my license. Do do these supervisors have the proper training for these chemicals?
Yes.
Okay, and like I said, does the ventilation in this area where they're stored, where does that empty to?
I can't answer that for these two, but we get more, we will get more information.
I mean,
Particularly for that.
I could get it at the next meeting, that's okay, but, yeah, when it comes to chemical safety, having worked in the business I have worked in, there were always a lot of chemical, and we were very strict about making sure we knew what we were dealing with, how to deal with it safely, and with the minimum effect on the personnel around us. And I'm just concerned that, people don't think about cleaning chemicals being all that dangerous. They are. And, I'd like to make sure that our staff that does the cleaning, and they do a great job. I'm not, saying they don't. It's just, I want to make sure that they're trained, they know what they're getting into, and not only that, it's building and ground and where, if these ventilation systems are used and there are fumes coming out of these cabinets, what will that do to the ventilation system? I mean, if you put an acid through the middle ductwork system, it's going to corrode over time. So, again, it's speaking from my experience, it's, something that's very important and that, for safety. And I just like to make sure, and like I said, I'll wait until the next meeting and get my answers, and I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone online? Move on to the education report. Education.
All right. Is there any other, no other comment from the public? So I guess we would move on with the superintendent's report. Is that, Ms. Lamari, is that the next report, the superintendent's report, right?
I believe it's the education report. No, your report.
Mrs. Perkins, before we continue, Mrs. Perkins,
Yes.
before we continue, I want to let you know
Wait a minute, Dr.
that,
Kimmer, we're in open public, right? Is this a personnel matter or is this?
okay, yes, it is personnel, so
Okay,
let's
so once we
wait,
go on
yes.
close, we can discuss that, okay?
All right, so we're going with the education.
I agree,
Where are we going with the
yes.
superintendent's report?
Let's do education and do everything, so then I'll do superintendent's report after the personnel when we come back. Yeah.
The Education Committee, upon recommendation of the superintendent of schools and the assistant superintendents, present the following motions to the Linden Board of Education for approval. Item number 1 seeks to approve amendments to past education reports. Item number 2 seeks approval for training for district staff. And item number 3 seeks to approve the LPS 5-year strategic plan, 2025-2030 school years.
Are there any questions?
Do we have a motion and a second?
Motion to approve the education committee report.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Centron?
Yes.
Ms. Pino?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Ms. Shulis?
Yes.
Ms. Olmsted?
Is that me?
I said, Ms. Armstead
Yes.
and Dr. Bergenhoff.
Yes.
Next, we will move on to the finance report.
The Finance Committee, upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools and the Business Administrative Board Secretary, will be presenting the following motions to the Linden Board of Education. One is amending past actions, amending who contract was awarded to, amending the price per month for the Jersey mail system. We went with the bigger screen, which was the reason for the increased cost. Amending the co-op name for a resolution about 2 weeks ago, and amending a account code. Resolution 2 is looking to purchase furniture for the renovations for the cosmetology room, for the office space there. Resolution 3, this is approving the contract with the state of New Jersey for a state responsible student. This is a contract that we will be receiving tuition in from the state of New Jersey. Resolutions 4 and 5 are for drapery cleaning as well as drapery renovations. These would include both stage curtains as well as window drapery for schools 4, 9, McManus, and Seoul. Resolution 6 is approving a vendor for document management services. This is to assist in cleaning out the School 1 office space that's being renovated. Resolution 7 is for the purchase of furniture for grades 2 and 4 at school number 2. Resolution 8 is an additional cost that was incurred for the graduation for a Sunday setup for Westfield Visual. Resolution 9 is updating it's revising the proposal for the cosmetology room that's being renovated at the last building. Resolution 10, this is increasing the cost for our CLEAR program. This is for the government fraud ID confirming licenses, plate recognition data. We're utilizing this software as part of our residency checks. Resolution 11 is to approve a 2-year affiliation with Blue Board. This is to support the paraprofessional to teacher pipeline. So we're utilizing a Dean's grant. And the cost of the program will exceed $3,762 per year. The total cost over 2 years is $7,524. And finally, resolution 12 is a resolution for replacing and renovating flooring at the print shop at last, as well as the Seoul Middle School.
Are there any questions?
Hi guys, Antoinette, Ms. Pino. John, can you go over number 9 for me, please? Why is this so expensive?
Well, this is for the renovation. This is all of the equipment that we're purchasing for the cosmetology room. So this includes hair dryers. It's
Okay.
soup to nuts to get it done. We had previously approved
Whose keys is
I think it was a
this?
little bit less. We wanted to make sure we had the right amount on there. So this is the.
John, you have to speak up. We really can't hear you.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
This is, I said, for the cosmetology room, basically all the new equipment in there, from soup to nuts.
Oh, okay. All right. And what's we at? About the drapes? That was with us, right? Who decided to put drapes?
Well, it's not drapes, it is.
What is it?
It's like the stage curtains, for.
Okay.
Schools, school 4, school 9, cleaning the Seoul Middle School one. Schools 4 and McManus, these are for some of this is for the window treatment. I think for McManus, it's windows in the auditorium.
Okay.
So that they can be, I don't know if you've been in there, but there's one side where the sun can actually shine in through. So we wanted to get window treatments in there so that the room could be blacked out.
Okay. All right. Thanks, John.
You're welcome.
Secretary, present the following motions to the Linden Board of Education for approval. I approve items number 1 through 12, and I respectfully ask for a second.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Cintron,
Yes.
Ms. Pino,
Yes.
Ms. Thomas,
Yes.
Ms. Eloise,
Yes.
Ms. Armstead, Ms. Armstead?
Yes.
All right, and Dr. Berghammer.
Yes.
Now we'll move on to buildings, grounds.
Buildings and Grounds and Security Committee, upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools and myself, will be presenting the following motion. It's a use of facilities at no charge for the City of Linden Board of Health for a Linden Health and Wellness Fair at School Number 1 in October.
Are there any questions or discussion? Okay, the Buildings, Grounds, and Security Committee, upon recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools and the Business Administrative Board Secretary, present the following motions to the Linden Board of Education for approval. I approve item number 1, and I respectfully ask for a second.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Cintron,
Yes.
Ms. Pino,
I have to excuse myself from this.
Ms. Thomas,
Yes.
Ms. Eloise.
I recuse myself from item number 1.
Who's that?
I recuse myself from item number 1.
Ms. Armstead
Yes.
and Dr. Berghammer. Dr. Berghammer?
Dr.
Yes,
B?
sorry. Yes, yes, yes.
Now we move on to the Planning and Policy Report.
The Planning and Policy Committee, upon the recommendation of the superintendent and the assistant superintendents, presents the following motion to the Linden Board of Education for approval. Number 1, second reading, policy number 2365, new acceptable use of generative artificial intelligence, AI, 8902, new cleaning chemical storage.
Are there any questions or discussion? Okay. The Planning and Policy Committee, upon the recommendation of the superintendent and assistant superintendents, present the following motion to the Linden Board of Education for approval. I approve number 1, and I respectfully ask for a second.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Cintron?
Yes.
Ms. Pino? Ms. Pino?
Dr. B, you gotta mute yourself.
Please come downstairs. For any social service. We need to move now.
Ms. Thomas?
Who you calling? We can't hear you.
Ms. Pino?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Ms. Eloise?
Yes.
Ms. Armstead?
Yes.
And Dr. Berghammer.
Yes.
Okay. Now we'll move on to comments from the public.
You want to do the education? Approve the education report?
Approve it.
Here we go.
That was the first one. Should I go on with the comments? Okay. Comments from the public. Members of the public desiring to make a public comment may come forward at this time. For those watching online, if you wish to make a comment or ask a question, please utilize the raise your hand feature on the online meeting platform. Please begin your comments by stating your name and address. Individuals are invited to speak on the one topic at a time, and no individual will speak more than once until all individuals so desiring have spoken once. The public is reminded that to ensure the efficient and orderly operations of the meeting, members of the public will be limited to speaking on items for 3 minutes.
Craig Heller, 120 Donaldson Place. I'm sorry, authority. I didn't think of these questions about chemicals until after I sat down before, so I'm gonna try to make this as brief as possible. Has the fire department, county, hazmat been made aware of the change in how you're using chemicals, that you're using concentrated forms and then diluting them? And are MSDS sheets available for any and all of these chemicals? And who did you talk to, or who was at the fire department, who was notified of these changes?
I don't know that we're implementing any changes, we're just adopting the uniform policy that comes from our policy company, Strauss Esme. And as we do with all our policies and all our safety issues, we are and we will be in full compliance with state law.
Okay, no, I'm getting, like I said, my background always taught me questions.
Understood. I mean, these policies, we retain a company, they monitor any changes that need to be made to make sure that you're in compliance with the law, and then they send them out in a packet, and we get them, we review them to make sure that they're fit for us. Sometimes they have to be tweaked a little bit, sometimes we take them as is. So again, I don't know that we're changing anything all that drastically.
Well, I know that, if you burn a diluted chemical, it's not quite as dangerous as burning a concentrated form.
Yeah, we're not doing chemistry experiments here in the in the custodial department, right? I mean, it's just sometimes there are also things in there that are put in there in an abundance of caution and things that would never actually happen.
No, don't get me wrong. I don't want this to happen by no means.
Right.
But it's
Yeah, I don't think our custodial staff are all too often burning or diluting.
Yeah, and like I said, this is kind of memorializing what we're doing now anyway. Yes, we do get MSDS sheets as is required. They are kept on site. We do right to know training every year as required by law. We do comply, like Joe said, with all the requirements here. This isn't necessarily a change to the way we're doing operations, just memorializing the way things are.
no. I mean, I know this is just the first step in doing all of this stuff, but I guess I'm concerned about safety.
Of course.
Right, well, we want to clarify that this isn't the first step. We've been doing this is just the policy being memorialized in a different way, but all of these steps for cleaning supplies has always been in place for our district. And so we all hear what you're saying, and we will definitely ensure that we provide you with any other additional responses, but safety first, always.
Okay, thank you.
Is there anybody else online? No? Okay, if there's no further questions or comments, at this time, I would request to go into executive.
You have a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Cintron?
Yes.
Ms. Pino?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Ms. Ulisse?
Yes.
Ms. Armstead?
Yes.
And Dr. Berghammer? Dr. Berghammer?
Yes, I have to keep muting and unmuting because of what's going on in the back. Forgive me.
Motion to come back into public session, please?
Second.
Oh, we did that, okay. So, should I read the personnel committee? Okay. The personnel committee, upon the recommendation of the superintendent of schools, presents the following motions to the Linden Board of Education for approval. All appointments and reappointments are contingent upon and may be modified based on the student participation and the district's receipt of sufficient state school aid and other revenue funding. Salaries to be adjusted as per the negotiated contract. I approve items number 1 through 8, and I respectfully ask for a second.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Cintron?
Yes.
Ms. Pino?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas,
Yes.
Ms. Solis,
Yes.
and Dr. Berghammer.
Yes.
At this time, I guess, were there any new and unfinished business with the board members?
No.
No? I just have one question, John, as far as the apparatus for school number 2, are there any other options?
I've asked the vendor, so we'll.
Thank you. Anyone else?
No.
No. No.
I'm just gonna give a quick superintendent's report because we just accepted the retirement of Maria Grillo. And Maria C. Grillo began her remarkable 25-year journey with Linden Public Schools starting in 2000. I had the privilege of working alongside Maria during my first year as a fourth grade teacher at school number 1, where she served as my basic skills teacher. Even then, her dedication, resourcefulness, and commitment approach to education were evident. Throughout Maria's career, she's touched many lives as a basic skills teacher. In grades 4 and 5, she was a literacy coach and a teacher of remedial reading. She served in schools 1, 2, 4, 6, and 9, impacting students across our district. Maria plans to retire in October of 2025 from school number 4, and we truly are grateful for her passion and dedication to all of our students, and I know that she's going to leave behind a legacy of excellence. Congratulations, Maria, on your retirement. The best is yet to come, is what I hear, and hopefully you'll have good health, peace, and joyful life experiences. And that will conclude my superintendent's report.
Thank you. Are there any board comments? Okay, at this time, I ask for a motion for us to close the meeting.
Motion to close.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Cintron,
Yes.
Ms. Pino,
Yes.
Ms. Thomas,
Yes.
Ms. Solis,
Yes.
and Dr. Berghammer.
Yes.
Thank you all, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.